For 40 years, China has adhered to the basic policy of opening up from a closed and a semi-closed country to one that opens up on all fronts, from a recipient of FDI to a global investor, from a latecomer in the WTO to the proponent of Belt and Road Initiative. China has been an active participant in and support of economic globalization. In this process, China has made important contribution to the sustainable development of the world economy. Even in the years following the global financial crisis of 2008, China maintained a median high growth rate and contributed over 30% of the world economic growth. In fact, China has now become a stabilizer and powerhouse for world economic recovery. The key to such huge success of reform opening up lies in Chinese people's ability to always proceed from China's national conditions, to take a global vision, to keep its door open, to integrate with the world, and to explore the work tirelessly to blaze a path of socialism with the Chinese characteristics. In my opinion, from the success of its reform and opening up, China has learned at least 3 things. First, to advance reform, one must follow the trend of the times. When China started reform opening up 40 years ago, we did not have a guidebook to follow, telling us what to do. Crossing the river by filling the stones is how China experimented and pressed ahead with many of its reform programs. In recent years, as China shifts from high-speed growth to high-quality growth, our reform has entered deep water zone, as we call it. Reforms in relation to state-owned enterprises, state assets, physical and tax system, financial system, social security, and eco-conservation. These are not long, low-hanging fruits, but hard bones to gnaw at. In light of this new situation, the Central Leading Group for Deepening Overall Reform was established. It is responsible for overall planning, coordination, promotion, and implementation of reform measures. 2 months ago, this group was upgraded to form the Central Committee for Deepening Overall Reform. It is intended to enhance top-level design so that decisions and plans of reforms are made in systematic, holistic, and coordinated manner, and our reforms efforts are focused on the main problems. Second, to deepen reform, one must find out what has gone wrong and adopt a problem-led approach. In the past 40 years, China started with economic structuring and gradually moved on to political, cultural, social, and ecological areas. In this 5-pronged reform, China has never sidestepped a problem. Our approach is to start in easier fields and gradually tackle more difficult areas.